Okay, so update on the PointGuard energy system, which is plugged into my R1S, but I don't have version 3 of the app, so I can't do bidirectional charging. I did ask for a beta version, which they can supposedly release to you and give you access to bidirectional charging. I don't even know if that would work with the R1S or not yet. I haven't had the opportunity to test it. Unfortunately, you can see there's no lights on the PointGuard system. A drunk guy took out 4 poles last night, and our house batteries ran out around 2 a.m. Because the air conditioning and the dishwasher were running. So once those were out, I don't think our solar can produce, because they have microinverters, and I believe the way those function, they need power in order to work, to send power back to the batteries. So the batteries can't charge because they can't send power to the solar, and I don't have bidirectional charging in the app yet, so I can't use the Rivian or any other EV that I have in order to charge the battery back up and make the solar panels work. It's going to be a 90-degree day today. Power's not, they expect to be on at 3. I think that's optimistic with 4 poles down. So I've called PointGuard and I've got nothing. This is my big pet peeve with PointGuard. When you get somebody, the customer service is awesome. I've liked everyone I've talked to. I cannot get a hold of somebody when I need to get a hold of somebody. PointGuard, that's a huge failure. How is there not somebody at all times, the owners of systems like this, who've paid good money for a system that's supposed to work in exactly this situation? There's no one to call. There's no one to talk to. I'm stuck. So it's 90 degrees. I have power lines down on the road leading to my house, so I can't get out or go anywhere. I'm not going to have air conditioning. The power's been out since about midnight, and it was 11:06, the exact time. And here we go. We've got them pulling in the driveway as we speak. I've got no way to power anything. Everything in my freezer is going to be a loss. I'm just screwed, and PointGuard's nowhere to be found. The kicker is I should be able to plug my fridge into my Rivian. I plugged it in to the 120 outlet, and it won't function. I don't know how long that's been going on because I don't use them very often. I cannot use my Rivian either. So I've talked to them on service. At least I could get a hold of someone at Rivian, and I'm stuck. I have an appointment July 21st, even if they could get me an appointment today. I'm stuck. It won't work. So I can't use it to power my fridge or anything else. So I've got all this money invested in this tech that's exactly for this scenario, and none of it's working. At least I can get a hold of someone at Rivian. I cannot get a hold of anybody, not a single person at PointGuard. That is BS. Normally by now my solar would be producing enough to run the air conditioning, the whole house, and charge the batteries in a significant way. I'm not getting anything from my system. I just, really frustrating to be in this position, and PointGuard has no one to help. Not a single person. I left a voicemail maybe 2-3 hours ago, got nothing. It's Sunday. I guess I'm just up a creek without a paddle. So again, when you purchase a system like this is kind of the big thing that you want it to do, and it's let me down. She's not happy either, and I don't know what to do other than, at this point, normally I wouldn't have to make the utility guys move or ask them to move so that I could get out with my family. I could hunker down, run my air conditioning, my freezer would still be cold, and instead everything's melted, and I have no other option but to try and leave with my family before it gets real hot. So this isn't the review of PointGuard energy system that I want to be leaving. This isn't a video that I want to make and put out there, but I'm going to be honest with everyone, especially the people who may be interested in buying the same system. I'm not impressed right now. Again, not trying to bash them or be unreasonable. I'm just trying to be open and honest with a system that I purchased that isn't doing what it was supposed to do, you know, based on the label. So, PointGuard, feel free to reach out to me. So I might be a little bit heated right now because I'm still dealing with this. I've got this one, I've got kids. So I don't know what to say about PointGuard, but I'm not trying to burn any bridges. If someone could get a hold of me, help me figure this out, that'd be awesome. So like I said, we're trying to squeeze out of here. There's 100 trucks down there, poles, power lines. So we're trying to squeeze out of here for the day, when the reality is just an honest review of a system we've paid for. It's not working and I have no help with PointGuard. So now we're making plans to try and squeeze out of here and go somewhere with air conditioning for the day, because it's gonna be hot. Okay, so there is a power switch in here. You can barely see it next to the red button. There's something with a little white handle. I flipped that off, waited 10 seconds and counted, and turned it back on. Nothing, no lights still. It's now sunny